Rapid rising prices for the Philippines, specifically resorts. Three of my more common resorts have been raising their prices recently. Has anyone else noticed? Yes, there's inflation at play, but my favorite resort, Manami in Sipalay, has nearly tripled the price from last year to this year. A small adjustment for inflation is to be expected, but to nearly triple your prices? Hopefully, this leads to less people going to the resort because that's the reason I liked it so much in the first place. BJSR says it is better to get $30 once a month than it is to get $15 20 times a month. You see, the number 30 is bigger than the number 15. That is the logic here. Yes, this explains everything perfectly. Filipinos don't have basic common sense. It's unbelievable to think someone would actually accept 100 per night if you're staying one night rather than $50 per night if you're saying 15, 20 nights. They don't see the math. They think just because they charge more a night means they make more money. They don't understand that less people will show, less people will have any interest, and in the end, they'll lose money. It's the same concept as when you buy something. For example, renting an apartment. Let's say they want 20,000 pesos per month, and you say, I will give you 18 and stay there 6 months. They say no, because they want to rent it for 20,000 pesos a month. That apartment will sit there empty for months on end because they don't get the price they're asking for. They have no common sense, cannot think logically, and a logic that will forever hamper the progress. It's a vicious cycle that the country can't get out of, sadly. Yes, they don't understand basic business, and that is one of the major reasons why the country is so poor and still third world. Do not let people fool you to thinking somehow this place has any kind of progress for the regular individual. Only people here successful are the corrupt politicians and people that have money already. Anyone that's coming out of poverty or lower income or even middle class will never get anywhere in life in the Philippines. The system is not set up for people like that. Friendly Impact says it's never been good value for regular tourists, mostly just a wife destination. Even the locals' first question is always, where is your Filipino wife? Yes, because the wives have never been anywhere. They come from the provinces with nothing. So when they see a foreigner for the first time, take them anywhere, like a resort, they are extremely happy. They don't even care about the value or how low quality everything is. It's still 1,000 times better than the hut they live in the province. I too am very surprised with the rise in hotels' resort prices. No wonder a lot of tourists go to Taiwan, Vietnam instead. Anywhere except for the Philippines is better. Even Japan and South Korea. If you actually do the math, the price that you pay, yes, perhaps maybe a couple dollars more a night, but the vast quality difference makes everything worthwhile. Imagine vacationing in a place like Japan, how everything is efficient, runs smoothly, everything is clean. You never have to see a roach. You never have to wonder about food quality. You never have to worry if everything is dirty. People assume these places are expensive because that's how things were maybe decades ago. But these days, with the rise of options and tourism, you would be surprised how affordable some of these first world Asian countries can be. I recommend you take a look. Fast Scholar says the good old days are over. What we got to experience 10 to 15 years ago will probably never happen again. It's sad at times because so many of us that moved here during that time are now living in a totally different experience with the same or worse ignorance and stupidity around us. Yes, it's true, many people took the plunge and moved to the Pinoy land, never considering that it can get even worse than it is now. Exciting Parfait says, the vloggers screwing up everything again, talking about how cheap everything is here and making everything public everywhere. There is nothing that flies under the radar anymore. Traveling doesn't even feel as fun anymore because people are starting to be the same more and more. The internet at this rate will ruin everything that was good before. We will always be mostly the same soon enough. Yes, I don't know. We will all be mostly the same. I suppose they mean every city or spot will be the same. I'm not certain if it's the vloggers only. It's the rise of the internet for sure, because everyone is online. Whenever someone goes anywhere and has a good time at a reasonable cost, they post it online on Facebook and share with their friends. So that is how word gets around mainly. And these days, you simply have to type into your phone where you want to go and see some local listings and pricings, look at the reviews, and attend there. Definitely is social media that's ruining it, but I would not say particularly vloggers as example Filipino vloggers that are Westerners showcasing the Philippines. I think it's much bigger than that. I don't think vloggers have that kind of audience, even the bigger channels. I think it's the people themselves, just Filipinos, foreigners, tourists, whoever just trying to show off that they are at a nice place. I think that has a lot more to do with it than one specific YouTube channel vlogger. I never understood such hype about Samal. Nothing special to experience or to see there. And locals get so excited when someone recommends it. People will wait in line for the barge for 5 to 6 hours before holidays just to go there. I'd rather fly to Thailand and will arrive in 4 hours. It's also way cheaper than Samal. Thailand and the Philippines should never be compared. It's not even close for those that actually travel both countries. Pulverizer says, simple concept. Vloggers promoting Philippines drawing in fatter wallets. If you are the business owners knowing a majority of your patrons bring fat wallets, do you think they will keep prices affordable when they are profit driven? Simple formula for those already here. Stop promoting and sharing the places, tourists or not. So you don't overprice yourself. Like the Philippines Life, Canadian guy, and pro-life traveler, we all know these Canadian promote places like Rojas City and Iloilo. Sure, it's affordable there now, but as more expats flock there, this will increase costs for everything. Common sense, he does it for views at the expense of promoting costs to go up for all. I'm not certain people have an understanding of how much influence some people have. I believe that Jauman averages 20 to 50,000 views a video. From those 20 to 50,000, how many do you think actually pack their bags and go to Rojas? Let's say a handful. Is that enough to really increase the prices of businesses and maintain that? Even if those people visit once for a few days, do you think they'll come back or live there to have any effect on surrounding area? This would be true if it was some secret with a channel with millions of subscribers and reach, but I don't believe one or two particular people making videos in the Philippines moves the needle at all. It's simple. Filipinos are greedy and they don't know how to do business. That's all. Chemical Drive says Filipinos are making more money than ever before. The luxury hotel lounges that were empty only 2 to 3 years ago are now packed. Rooms in Shangri-La BGC have gone from 200 to 500 a night. It's so packed. The truly high-end resorts have gone from 500 to 1250 a night. They remain only foreign tourists, but the mid-luxury price point is filling rapidly. That could be true, but mainly due to criminal syndicates activities and politicians. Once again, because of supply and demand, there aren't really many luxury places in the Philippines when you consider the population. That is why it's a simple mathematical game. The high rollers will always fill up these locations. But what about the mid to low range, like most people budget, that are American or retired? Those are the ones that make absolutely no sense. How is it that you can get a beautiful condominium in Vietnam for under 300 USD with everything included, but in the Philippines it's around 900 to 1,000 and the quality is 100% worse? People complain about the language. Who are you speaking to that the language will be a factor? You're most likely going to meet a Vietnamese woman that you'll marry or at least be a part in a relationship with, and simply that person would know enough English for you to be at peace of mind, and she can cook for you, clean for you, and do everything that a quote traditional wife you thought in the Philippines would do. Do yourself a favor, go to any country except for the Philippines. The best comment from yesterday's video under 4Ms. Queen's Place says, it just came from Cebu, Philippines. Even the doorman was giving me his sad story and trying to get some money from me, telling me about his low wages and his aspirations for a better future. Meanwhile, his wife is pregnant with their 4th child. Invited him to the mall for lunch, not realizing his plan was to ask me to buy him a helmet. I bought it because I could afford to. Then he says, my birthday is coming soon. That's when it hit me. This guy is a professional grifter. I avoided him after that. I left soon after because of the poor food choices. The only healthy drinks at the 7-Eleven was water and coconut water. And most of the women were not attractive. Glad I visited, but don't think I will return. Pure facts. No lies told here. People need to realize the average Filipino is below 5. Definitely. They look good to us because we are older, fatter, more desperate, and come from a place where women are whales. That's the only reason. But if you compare them to other Asian women, they're nothing. Thanks for watching. God bless.